For the knowledge, read the book, please. For the knowledge on these things, read the book, use YouTube. If it's forced, I'm only here though for the limited hours, so I want to focus on the essay exams, questions, so you can be prepared for them. Yeah, they're using the same book right now. Here's what happened, and then I'll be honest with you. No, actually, everything in them is the same. When we developed the book, which is developed by Alta Rica Management Studies, ATMS developed the book. We developed the book like 5 years ago. We then had them printed and bound for Chiefly because it was with Chiefly. Now that we're no longer offering the Chiefly degree until we get it figured out, we're doing SBS. What that means though is the books, everything in them is the same. But we are the ones that develop those texts, so we own the material. It's not like we're stealing the book from Chiefly.
SBS has given us the
Yes, because we have not yet. Here's the issue, and this is something I started as the dean 2 years ago. And when I started as the dean 2 years ago, I told them that's really stupid because they print the book with Chiefly's name on it. And I said, what happens if we break up with Chiefly and we go to a different school? Oh, no, that will never happen. So instead of saying Alta Rica Management Studies, Marketing Management is a class, no. All of the hardback books say Chiefly Business School. The material inside the binder is the same. There's only a few things that are changed. But you're kind of stuck with it this way until we get them reprinted, which is what they're going to do. I just don't know when. This is one of the reasons you guys like me, because most of the students like me. I won't lie to you. I could make it up. Say, no, they're completely different. They're not. They're the same. Oh, what about it? It says SBS Swiss Business School only on the NBA. It doesn't say anything about Alta Rica Management Studies. It comes out of Switzerland. The degree is printed, signed, and stamped in Zurich. It goes to the Swiss Ministry of Foreign Affairs. If you attest it, if you wanted it tested, then they attest it through the Swiss Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It will get sent to the Kuwaiti embassy. They will attest it. Then it will get sent to Kuwait, and it will be attested in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Okay? Much in the same way that the Chiefly degree was also being done similar in Australia. Okay? But it doesn't say Alta Rica Management Studies, it says Swiss Business School. On the degree itself, it says Switzerland. It says Masters of Business Administration. It doesn't say distance. It doesn't say Kuwait campus. It doesn't say any of that. It says this degree awarded from SBS Swiss Business School in Zurich, Switzerland. You get the same degree. The same degree, yes. Yes, everything. Okay? Don't worry about that, I promise. All right? So, Unit 10. This has two questions coming from it. So you asked which ones were the most important. Unit 4, Unit 5, Unit 6. Unit 1, Unit 4, 5, 6, Unit 10.
Excuse me.
Yes.
As they are the same books,
Yes.
we don't have the textbook as a soft copy. So can we get it as a soft copy?
You have to ask Ali.
Okay. So he can send it to us, or
If he has it, yeah. I don't know if he has it or not.
should have. How
That's a
you
good
print
question.
it?
That one I can't answer. All right? Okay, so let's go through 10. Let's get these done, and then we can go through the exam prep. All right? So, here's the deal. Oh boy, wow. Huh? You know, normally I skip the objectives. You see these objectives? They look a great deal like essay questions that you might get on the final exam. Just saying. So you might want to look at the objectives for Unit 10. And when you're studying, these might be hypothetically very similar to the exam questions. Both of them.
That means they're coming.
I didn't say that. You said that, but I'm not going to argue with that. Hey, these are just the objectives. Okay? All right. So you have it down? So objectives for you for Unit 10. If you've got Dropbox with me, you'll be able to look at it straight up. All right? And if they come on the exam, I will be very surprised. I don't know how they got there. That I don't know. The only one that I know for sure is compulsory is the segmentation. You guys keep asking me like you think I'm going to lie to you. All right. So if you look at that though, what does that kind of tell you about Unit 10? If the objective listed on the very first beginning matches up very closely with the 2 exam questions, pretty much everything in Unit 10 that you've got to know. Now, value. Here's the deal. Value from somebody is the benefits minus the cost. By the way, hint, everything on this slide. Okay? I want you to think about something. When I showed you the video of the old man cutting up the iPad as a cutting board, he didn't have any value to it other than as... You can take the picture. Oh, you want me out of the picture? Okay, I'll move. Hold on. If that's the case, wait. Let me do it this way, then everything's there. So, here's the deal. The benefit minus the cost in money and time. So, it's possible to be too successful. So, for example, let's talk about the iPhone. When the first iPhone came out, was it an amazing idea? Yes, it was. Everybody thought it was fantastic. Smartphone, surf the internet, take pictures, listen to music, make phone calls and SMSs. The iPhone 2, was it a good product? Yes. Was it better than the iPhone 1? Yes, you had a lot more options. The iPhone 3, same thing. Bigger, better battery, more options. It was a better phone. The iPhone 4. The iPhone 4 was brilliant. And you got the slim version too. And that was just kick-ass and it was awesome. And then the iPhone 5 comes out. And I like the face. Because the iPhone 5 wasn't really better than the iPhone 4.
Not really.
No, not really. It's kind of the same thing. Does that mean it was a bad phone? No, it was still a brilliant phone. But were people satisfied with it? No, because the performance didn't meet the expectations. The iPhone 6 comes out. Is it all that better than an iPhone 5? It's a little bigger. It has a little bit better battery. But if you put it in your back pocket and sit down, you'll break it. So the issue becomes value and satisfaction. Satisfaction occurs when your expectations are equaled or surpassed. When something is better than you expected. Okay? Now, the value of a customer to the organization. There are 4 values that the customer gives us. And we want all of these values. First is the simple one. Transactions. This is the money they spend with us. The customer is worth the transactions. That's one transaction. Second, lifetime. Do I want one customer who spends 100 dinar once? Or do I want a customer who does business with me for 20 years and spends 50 dinar each time? The second one. I want a lifetime of value with that customer. I want him coming back until he dies. And then I want his kids coming in, saying, my dad used to shop here. And then I want his grandkids coming in. I'm greedy like that. Okay? Those are 2. Then we have holistic. This is for company with different business units. This is the value to us to the whole company. So I am in steel production. And I have a client that deals with me for steel. But my company may also do other things like shipping and logistics. So that client comes into me for steel, but one day he might say, hey, what about shipping? Yeah, we can do that, and I can pass them off to somebody else. All right, and then there's the last one, the network value. Who you know. Guys, here's one of the biggest benefits of being in this class. Look to your right. Who's sitting there? You can look to them and smile at them. Look to your left. Who's sitting there? Look at them, smile at them. You are in a class getting a master's degree. You're surrounded by other people in this class getting master's degrees. Each one of you is unique at your own company. Maybe you're going to be in a different company. Maybe you're looking for work. Guess how many people that are in the class with you that you have as a contact? Maybe you're looking for business. Oh, you went to SBS too, huh? Use the network you have. Leverage that network. Okay? Now, we want to retain and keep customers. Here's the issue. Studies have been done. It is a lot more effective for my company to keep the customers I have than to get new customers. It costs 80% more for me to find a new customer than to keep the existing customer. I want to keep them happy. Okay? I keep them happy, they stay. I want to keep you loyal, because if you're loyal to me, you're not going to go somewhere else. All right? Now, how do we do this? Several things. One, the relationship you have with a company is a relationship. Think about that word. It's like dating somebody or being married to them. Yes, I'm telling you that you are married to your favorite restaurant. I'm telling you that you're married to your favorite hair salon. You're married to many people besides for your spouse. Because if you think about it, what do you want? When you go into your favorite restaurant, what do you want? You want satisfaction. You want to be treated, like I told you earlier, to get the good tips. You want them to recognize you and treat you special. Doesn't that sound like dating somebody? I want them to recognize me and treat me special. You're going to spend money on them. And you want them to be loyal to you. Doesn't that sound a lot like being married, guys? Ladies? So we have a relationship with businesses that we deal with. And it's a two-way relationship. Oh, you notice something? What's this? Wants, needs, demands. So if I go into the restaurant, I want good service. What does the restaurant want from me? Money. They want fair pay for the service they give. It's a relationship. If I get bad service and I complain, what does the restaurant need to do? They need to fix it. If you are married to your husband and wife and they do something wrong, what do you want from them? I'm sorry. Fix it. You do something wrong. What do you want from them? You want for them to say, it's okay. It is a relationship. All right? Now, we also want to avoid opportunistic behavior. What I mean by this is trying to rip people off. So, it's the day before your wife's birthday. You have a favorite jeweler that you guys go to all the time. And you come in to the jeweler and you tell him, my wife's birthday's tomorrow. I know it's 9 o'clock at night. What do you have that I can give her? Okay. First thought, if you own that business. Cha-ching! You're thinking I can charge him 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. We're going to be closed in 5 minutes. If he doesn't have a gift for his wife, he's dead. Oh yeah. But if I did that to you, let's say you come into my shop. It's 10 o'clock at night. I just locked the door and you're begging, please, please. And I let you in and you're like, I forgot my wife's birthday. It's today. I gotta bring her home something. If I double the price of the diamonds, could I double the price? If he's that desperate, could I triple the price? If he's that desperate, what will happen? He won't come back, ever. And he'll make sure all of his friends know that you ripped him off. So some guy shows up at 10 o'clock at night banging on the door, please, please, please. Let him in. Charge him a little bit extra for wasting your time, but don't be like a vulture. Okay? Do things that aren't there for making the quick buck. Behave as though you want to see them again and want them walking in the door with a smile. Okay? That's one of the hints. Strategy for recognizing and rewarding loyalty. 4, here we go. All of this is part of one of the questions that deals with how do you maintain customer loyalty? That was the first question. So we have to recognize our best customers. You guys have Carrefour here, right? All right, where's my wallet? Here's my wallet. It's one of the things I love about the Middle East. This has been sitting here all day, even when we went to lunch. I got 2,000 dirham in my wallet. And it's still there. I love the Middle East. If I did that in Detroit, forget about it, it'd be gone. Recognizing and rewarding your best customers. How many of you have one of these?
Loyalty card.
Carrefour loyalty card.
I think I have
Sultan card is a
Oh,
loyalty
so
card.
if you got that, you got the same thing. I don't have Kuwait though. Okay, or the other one, the one that I really like is,
في واحدة شكرا card also.
yep, I've got one of those. I didn't have it with me. How many of you do air miles? Is this card here in Kuwait?
What this?
This one does for free air flights. They use it in Chili's and a bunch of other places.
Okay.
And then you
Dinner
can,
card?
It's a reward. I don't know if it's in Kuwait, but it's in the UAE.
Dinner club, maybe?
That's like the Diners Club card, except it's useful. After 1 year of use, I got a free PlayStation 4. So that's what I use for my kids for Christmas. But it... What? It worked. Now here's the thing with it. You reward your best customers. Maybe you give them as part of the company. You make it difficult for them to change. How many of you go to the gym in Kuwait regularly? Go to a gym. You sign a membership, right? What does it say if you want to quit the gym early? You have to pay extra. Who is the telecom here? What is the telecom, the phone company?
Zain.
Zain and...
Ooredoo, Viva.
3 only.
There's only 3. Better than UAE, we only got 2. We have It Sucks a Lot, Etisalat, and Don't. Do. So it sucks a lot and don't. But here's the thing. If I take the new Apple iPhone i6 from them, I have to sign a contract, right? And it says that if I leave early,
You're gonna pay.
I have to pay a ton of money to get out of the deal. So that's this one here, switching costs. And the termination penalty. So we want to be best friends, bestie buddies, BFF. Unless you decide to leave, and then you're going to pay everything you own. Okay? Now, hint. Advantages of creating a relationship. This is a hint. 1, it insulates customers. Because if you're one of my best customers and we have the relationship, are you going to go somewhere else? If you get rewards for shopping at Carrefour, are you going to go down the street to Lulu's? Yes or no? Maybe.
Maybe.
But that reward, when I'm shopping at Lulu's, guess what I'm thinking? I should be at Carrefour because I get the reward points. Okay? 2, it reduces costs. Again, it only costs me 20% of the existing customer to keep somebody. I just spend 4 times as much to get a new customer in the door. Remember, we're business. We want to save money. 3, it encourages repeat business. Because if you come in, the story I told you about the toy manufacturer in China. I went in and he said I could rip off 1 billion Chinese. I bought 1 toy from him that day. I went back 2 weeks later. He laughed. He was like, "Hey, it's good to see you, America." Thank you. Still, there's the best price. Here you go. I bought 3 or 4 toys. I went back to him 3 months later for a birthday party. I bought 10 toys. Because I could trust him. Or I felt I could trust him. I felt we had a good relationship. So because of that, I would go back to him and increase the sales. And I would bring people to him. I just had somebody that was here earlier who just had to leave. He just said, "I have 3 friends that want to join the program because I keep telling them that this is a good degree." That's okay. You can bring 3 friends. If any of you want to bring 3 friends, you get reductions on your tuitions, by the way. You know this. All right? And it enhances word of mouth. But the disadvantage. Now, this is a cartoon. I love this cartoon. It makes me laugh. But I have to explain it. In the turn of the century, 1920s, There was a gentleman named Pavlov. Let me tell the story, then you'll understand the joke that goes on. Pavlov had a lot of dogs, and he would notice that when they could smell food, their mouths would water. I'm about to do an experiment on you, on all of you, and watch what happens. I want everybody in the room to close your eyes. Please, just trust me on this. Close your eyes. Close them. Now, you're sitting at home, in your kitchen. You're in your kitchen, and in front of you, someone hands you something, and they say, I want you to eat this. It's a nice, big, bright, yellow lemon. Tell me what just happened in your mouth.
I feel it.
Uh-huh, you start salivating with them. It's a lemon. Why do we do that? Because in our mind, we have paired together lemon with bitter. Lemon, which makes our mouth water. This is what Pavlov did with the dogs. So what he did was, when it was time to feed the dogs, he would bring the food and he would ring a bell. Ding! 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 He did this for 7 days. Ding! Then he just rang the bell. Ding! Dogs salivated. Because they knew that when they heard the bell, it was time for food. So this joke here is the opposite. Imagine what the dog is saying. Look, look, look. As soon as I drool, I make him write down a note. Maybe the dog was teaching him to be busy writing. Okay? So one of the disadvantages if we use a reward program is that the cost goes up. The second one is that we teach the customer, if we do this, they should get something. If I teach the customers this, the customers come to expect it. Where I live on the outskirts of Dubai, everybody in that region expects a sale. They expect everything to be on sale. So they'll go into a shop. Everything in the shop says sale 50% off. Sale 30% off. Sale 20% off. Sale 50% off. It's brand new. Why are you selling on sale? Because this is what the people who live here expect. I don't understand, but okay. If the people expect it to be on sale, to buy. If it's not on sale, what will they do? Mister, please, this needs discount. Discount. Sale, make sale. Make sale, make discount. So if we're teaching the clients, we're teaching the customers, you need one of these. When you go into a shop that doesn't have one, what do you start doing? Why don't you have a rewards program? I need a rewards program. I need it so much it falls out of my hand. Ugh, I almost fell down. Too much food, I'm still trying not to fall asleep. All right, so what we're doing is we're teaching our customers they need to be rewarded. But what do our customers get out of it? 1, reduced risk. 2, lower costs. 3, what's called the sunk investment. They've spent money with us, so they keep spending money with us. They expect to get something out of it. I know we're almost asleep. Let's get through these 2 questions, and then let's do everything, and then I can send everybody home. Okay? We have expectations that the company cares about us. I told you my story about Chili's earlier today, and them calling me up to give me my medium rare steak. Guess what? Do I still shop at Chili's? Yes, I do. Because they took the time to see that I was complaining, to fix it and send me my dinner for free. If they'd have done nothing, would I have continued shopping with them? No, I'd have walked away. Okay? And we get social things. Loyalty is good. All right. Now, one of the things that happens is customers come to deal with touch points. A touch point is any person in the company that a customer deals with. So remember I told you the story of being in Lulu's and asking people for help and nobody answering me in any language?
47 minutes.
47 minutes, and it was 12 people. There were 12 touch points with the company that I interacted with that went beep, beep, beep. 12 of them that could have made my situation better just by saying, how can I help you, sir? How are you today, sir? It'll be 112 dirhams, sir. Any of that. All right? Now, touch points are people that use the product, pay, get information, or do any of this, and these become very important to us. Customer lifetime value, CLVT. CLVT? CLTV. Hint, this is an essay question. Everything dealing with this after it is an essay question. All right, so the first one was customer loyalty. The second one is customer lifetime value. Okay? Now, is it important? Oh, yes. It's called the Pareto principle. We need to understand this. This is the 80-20 rule, or the 20-80 rule. 20% of our customers give us 80% of our sales. This fits in most industries. Flip that around though. 80% of our customers only give us 20% of our sales. Who do you want to do business with? The 20% who give you more, or the 80% who give you less? You want to do it with the people who have the big stuff with you. And you want to keep them happy. All right? So it's more cost effective to retain existing customers. Here's the thing. We need to determine when is value generated. When are we making money? Guys, here's a good example. SBS, Swiss Business School. At what point am I making money for the school? Is it when I do the seminar and I get people to sign up? Is it during the first day of class when I am teaching you? Is it the day you get your exams back? This is the issue as a school that we have to determine and know. When are we generating money? The rest of it is just filler. If you're a hairdresser, when are you making money? Are you making money when you're chatting? Are you making money when you're washing her hair? Are you making money when you're cutting her hair? At what point are you generating value? Because what you can do is you can get rid of the things that don't generate value. So for example, I'm going to use the barber shop or the hair salon. You have to wait 45 minutes to see the person. You're sitting there, drinking tea, reading a magazine. Does that make you any money? No, it loses you money. It loses you customers. So what do you have to do? Speed things up or make it a more comfortable place to wait to keep the customer from going away? Once you're getting a haircut or you're getting your stuff done at the salon, ladies, does it need to be fast or does it need to be slow? Or should it be kind of in between? It should be fairly fast, right? Or do you want to be at the salon for 6 hours having them just trim your hair? What do you tell me, ladies? 6 hours? 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Guys, when you're at the barber shop, how long do you want to be in that chair?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. For me, it's like 2. Zap, 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 and we're done. Okay? So we have to make sure we know when we're making value. And if not, we got to make changes. The other thing we want to do is we want to connect the records of a customer across their visits to us. Not just the one visit, but the entire lifetime. Like a path. Okay? At each stage, we measure the profit. This is the lifetime. Now, this leads us to the virtuous circle. Notice the hint. Happy employees make us more money. You can say it with me. No, duh, really? Think about it when you call up a business. Yeah, what do you want? Do you want to call that person again? If you're on the phone, by the way, and you do sales or you do anything on the phone, if you've never had this as a training, you should. Before you pick up the phone, it's ringing. Smile. You pick up the phone. Hi, how you doing? It's almost impossible to sound pissed off and angry when you're smiling. Yeah, what do you want? It's really hard to do. So if you have to do any business over the phone, you're about to call somebody, you're about to pick up the phone, Smile like 4 times. Hi, how you doing? It's Will Jones. What's up? What happens when you smile, even when you have a bad day? What's happening? You have a bad day. It's horrible. It's the worst day ever. And you see kittens playing, or a baby walking, or butterflies, and you do the smile. It ruins your bad day because all of a sudden now it's like, damn it, I have to smile. It's a hint. So if we've got happy, aligned employees, they're taking care of our customers, what do we get? Happy customers. We got happy customers. They're paying us money. What do we get? Successful organization, which leads to happy customers and happy employees. Guys, when you're at your company, you meet your target, you meet your goal, you exceed your goal, you get a bonus. How do you feel? Woo! Let's do it again. And while you're happy, you can see more bonuses. Have you ever seen that happen? You'll have teams that work at companies and they kick ass. They're boom, 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 boom. They're motivated. Why? Because they feel aligned. They feel aligned because they're getting rewarded and they're getting paid well. They're doing the job. They're getting told thank you. And then it makes them more successful. Or you get a boss that comes in and says everything you do is wrong. Please tell me how that makes you feel. Are you happy? Are you aligned with the company trying to do good business? No. You want to punch your boss in the face. Or let the air out of his tires. Okay? Customer relationships, CRM. This is part of the CLTV, customer lifetime value. This is a combination of tools that let us drive organizing things. So, here's the idea. Our sales leads into service and support after. That comes to the management, which goes to marketing, which goes right back into sales. What we're trying to do is align the customer and the value that they bring into the organization over time. I know we're tired, guys. I'm there too. We're going to finish this. We're going to take a break for a cup of tea, and then we're going to do the exam prep, and we're finished. Okay? You guys with me? All right. Now, processes in relationship marketing. We want to look at things as the relationship. So, when we look at it for it, we want to know how our phone calls are answered. When you guys call somebody to complain something's not right, how do you want that person to answer the phone? Do you want them to be mad back at you? You're calling to yell at them. You start yelling, they start yelling. Do you want to do business with them? No. We have to look at how we contact the people outside, the touch points. I've got a great story about this. In the UAE, I'm an actor. On the weekends, I act in television commercials. I act in television shows. I've been in 14 different television commercials. I've been in 2 different shows, one English and one Arabic. I have no idea what the Arabic one was about, but I was the white Western guy where I was at a cafe. But